Our first port of call is Ulzebek.
Back where you first started out.
Yeah, along with my dad.
You okay? You don't look so good.
I think I'm just a little seasick, that's all.
Liar.
Huh?
You heard me. You've never been good at hiding your emotions, Zionne.
Excuse me? Just what do you... No. You're right. I'm sorry.
Is it about Alphen?
No. Not just him.
Something you can't talk about?
Rinwell, I'm not like the rest of you.
Of course you are! No, I'm serious. Back when we first met, I think maybe then I did think we were different. But now I know that isn't true. You and I are the same, Zionne. We're alike in more ways than you know. If any of us is different, it's me. I'm a Danon who can use magic. I may be the last. My family and I have been living in hiding as long as I can remember.
Everyone has their own pain that can be hard for other people to understand. I saw the two of you talking and thought you could use a third wheel. So, here I am. Sorry.
If anyone's the odd one out here, it's me. Believe me, you don't want to listen to my problems.
Want me to go?
I didn't say that.
I get that you must have a lot circling around that head of yours. And that's okay. Whatever's worrying you right now, you're allowed to worry about it. And you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I know I'm not a Renin like you, or a mage like Rinwell. I'm not a sovereign, maiden, or lord. I'm just a Danon who used to be a slave. But regardless of all that, I'm here for you, Zionne.
That goes for me too. We all want to be there for you. Me and Hootle and even the boys. I promise. I mean, that is what friends are supposed to do, right?
I said this to Alphen, and now I'll say it to you. You're not alone in this.
Thank you. Rinwell. Kisara.
And right on cue, I think I should make my way back and lie down for a bit. My battle with this ship continues.
Yeah, I better head back too. We wouldn't want the guys thinking they're in charge. Can you imagine Law at the helm? Who knows what kind of trouble we'd get into?
Still, if that's true, then it's all the more reason I have to do this.
Aw, are you tired, Hootle?
You sure he's not just trying to hide from us?
All right, something is definitely up with Zionne.
Yeah, something big by the looks of it. I've never seen her so serious.
So, do you think we should say something to Alphen then?
I was wondering the same thing myself, but then it occurred to me. Whatever this thing on her mind is, it's probably the last thing in the world she wants people to know about. If she's trying this hard to keep it secret, then it's not really our place to go telling people before she's ready.
Yeah.
I can't tell them. There's just no way I could, right? What am I supposed to do?
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind.
Wow! Thank you. What? Great!
Yeah.
Wow.
I wish I could get an examination.
Well, if you say so. Let me see, yes, you're in well, all right?
If only your brain could keep up with your mouth.
Ah, Calaglia. Feels like it's been ages.
And wasn't Zephyr with us too?
Dad.
Hey, chin up. This is your hometown.
Everyone around here looks so much happier than they used to.
I'll say. It feels like an entirely different place. I suppose it's had time to adjust to its newfound freedom.
Zephyr would have been so happy to see this.
Yeah, he really would have. Especially if he knew Law was... Law? Something bothering you, Law?
Nah, I'll be fine. It's just, you know.
It still weighs on you, doesn't it? Running away back then.
I abandoned my home. Then when I finally come back, it's been liberated. What's important is that it's free. I get that, I do. I just... I should have been here.
Oh, just one thing after another, and it all falls on my head too.
Hey, Nath.
What? Can't you see I'm... Alphen?
Looks like you have your hands full.
As much as ever. As if I wasn't busy enough putting down the last remnants of Renan rule, I'm up to my ears in Danan disputes. And then, to top it all off, that thing had to come crashing down from out of the sky.
Pretty sure we've heard this somewhere before.
But enough about my problems. What can I help you with?
Yeah, we're looking for an old Renan starship. You wouldn't happen to know any around these parts, would you?
A starship? What do you need one of those for?
To get to Lenegus.
Lenegus? Are you out of your damn mind?
Believe it or not, it wouldn't be the craziest thing we've done recently.
Well, I believe it. Well, either way, I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about a starship.
Then do you have any historical records by chance?
Sure, we've got stacks of old records.
Mind if we take a look at them?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Nath.
I read through all of the records, but I only found a single line that might point to what we're looking for. It mentions a rock that shot across the sky and landed past the mountains. The event was recorded just before the first Renan invasion.
And you think that might be the starship?
I don't know. There was nothing else in the records that came even close. It looked like it was someplace called Berg, but maybe I'm reading it wrong.
Berg?
That ring any bells for you?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest volcanoes in Calaglia. I was just there recently, investigating a report of a meteor someone saw.
Another meteor in the same area? Really?
I wonder if it could have been one of those lights that shot out of the wedge.
All the more reason to check it out. Can you tell us how to get there?
The old Zionne mine is up that way. One of the veins we abandoned connects to the volcano. Go ahead and use that. But you should be careful.
Huh?
I don't know if it has anything to do with the meteor. There's a giant Zoogle running riot in there. Never seen anything like it.
A Zoogle, huh?
Well, I turned back as soon as I caught sight of the thing, so I can't tell you much more. Just be real careful if you head out that way. All right.
I guess...
Right.
I didn't like the sound of that monster Nath was talking about one bit.
Well, we have to press on. We're going through Zionne Mine to Berg Volcano. Let's move.
Everything okay with Hootle, Rinwell? He seems kinda out of spirits.
It must be the heat getting to him. We don't get these kind of temperatures back in Cislodia.
Galaglians born and raised here struggle with it too, so it's no surprise.
Aha! So that's why his plumage is so white. He was born in a winter wonderland.
Actually, Dan and owls absorb the astral energy of whatever land they're raised in. Where they're born doesn't affect their appearance at all. But that's not why he's white. The real reason is that he's still just a baby. Whoo!
You mean their plumage changes color depending on where they grow up? Weird.
And with all this traveling we've been doing, it wouldn't surprise me if his wings ended up looking like a colorful painting.
I think he suits his snowy complexion. It'll feel strange to see him change.
How awesome would it be if his head and wings were different colors, and his stomach and sides, like a map of our travels? Ow, lay off, will ya? So much for the heat making him docile.
You've only yourself to blame for that one. Hootle takes pride in his appearance, you know.
Fascinating. An appreciation of aesthetic beauty in an owlet so young.
Dohalim, I think you've drawn his attention. Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
I find the sounds of the night to be rather comforting.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Hey, Alphen,
What's up, Law?
you ever find yourself just wanting to give Rinwell a pat on the back?
Law?
Not in a weird way. I'm just saying, she may be sassy, but she's also trying really hard, you know? And sometimes, when I see how hard she's working, I just want to walk up and encourage her. Is that weird?
No, I can see why you might feel that way. After all, she is kind of like a little sister to everyone at this point.
Right, exactly! But I'm worried if I do it the wrong way, she'll blast me with her magic. Or if not her magic, she'll sick Hootle on me to peck my eyes out.
Yeah, there's not much you can do if she's not feeling up for it. In fact, you're not the only one struggling to close that gap.
Huh? Has Hootle attacked you too?
No, I just mean because of her thorns.
Thorns? I don't remember Rinwell having any magic like that. That sounds more like Shion than... Huh?
Anyway, Hoodle's probably just worried that you're going to take Rinwell away from him. He's pretty protective, after all. Maybe your first step should be to make friends with him and go from there.
Right. That's a good idea, Alphen. I'll be sure to give that a try.
Thank goodness for Law's thick skull.
I'll take guard duty tonight. It's fine. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
It's quite hot here. The climate feels different from Menancia's.
It's gotten much cooler since leaving town, though.
Does that mean eyes were burning holes in us?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
So we're back in the Zionne mine tunnels. Who would have thought we'd be going through this place again? This is where you and I first fought together.
And also the first time we touched, as I recall.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
So this path is supposed to take us out to Berg Volcano?
We're not gonna see any lava burst out in front of us or anything, are we?
Don't get so paranoid you let a rock fall on your head, Law. So hot.
Well, yeah. We've reached the inner portion of Berg Volcano.
We need to find that starship. And fast. You have to aim for the bright area on their back.
Here I try harder! Take it! They got fires!
I've got this. I have their uses.
Castle! All
I'll
yours!
show you how useful I can be! I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kitara.
I'm surrounded!
Here's the
Sword Rain Alpha!
Get toasty.
Burn strike!
Right, next one.
Already on!
Red. Glacial spear. Here's the evil.
Pain. Great.
I will heal you all.
I'm on it!
Let's get you all
Now,
away.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Healing circle.
Not today!
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword and with my thorns.
Shion.
Slash!
Here's the
Target form!
Luna Blast.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Magna Ray. The waters of creation.
Rising rocket!
Here's a healing heart.
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Will this
No!
help?
Eat this! Soaring light spear!
Healing circle.
Now you see what I can do!
I owe you, Sion. Healing is what my arts do best. All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction. A whirling struggle.
Do it! Strike!
Now, astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
Here I come! Burn it!
Lunar dragon.
Be still!
Enemy
Fire! Flash!
Puddle. Do it. Astral energy.
Say no more!
I think I'm getting stronger. This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me. Huh.
There's always room for improvement.
You can make plants grow instantly? What if we use this for fruits and vegetables?
I'd rather not be our party's fertilizer. Thank you very much.
My face is starting to sting. My throat feels super parched.
Here, have some water. Just make sure you don't drink too much.
Thanks.
You want some too, Zionne? Oh, wait. I bet you're hungry more than anything, aren't you?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Am I on a roller? What?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
We're still standing. Barely.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
Guess I misread the landing. That astral energy was incredible.
This bridge will hold itself together, right?
Most definitely. Though I won't make any promises.
Which one? Is it?
With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
Everyone hanging in there?
what's this thing?
It's crazy to see rocks melt before our eyes.
Watch where you're going, everyone. If you fall, there'll be nothing left of you.
Exactly. So don't try anything funny. Especially you, Law. No pushing anyone, not even as a joke.
I'm not a little kid!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
You sure showed them.
All in a day's work.
Barely a blip on our radar.
didn't know you had that sort of trick up your sleeve, Dohalim. I would have figured rocks and plants would be too different for you to handle both.
Not necessarily. Both of them contain Earth astral energy. Luckily for me, this area is rich not only in fire energy, but Earth as well. Callous, calcified, calaglia.
What kind of poem is that?
A sparse one.
What the hell is that thing?
Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on. Let's go! This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone!
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared.
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
It's summoning Zoogle? Take care of them while keeping an eye on it.
Armor won't save you!
No escape!
Oh, now you're talking!
Burn right there! Eat dirt! Burn! Point flash! First strike!
The water's
Come on,
Burn
roll,
right
Nick!
there!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
It's too much! Thanks!
Tidal wave! Lunar corruption!
You're mine! I'll take you all on! Dragon Swarm!
Smash you!
Gemini
Dazzle!
Right, I'm just getting started! Catch it out of this! Swallow there!
Take this!
All fitted to here and now! Talon Hurricane! Eagle
Now I
Dive!
can let loose!
All fitted to here and now!
To stop you dying?
I'll tear you
Burn in
apart!
hell!
Talon, ready and ready!
Point flash! Throwing light spear!
Let's tear them up! I can carve through armor!
Whirling Banshee of
Throwing
Lightning!
light spear!
Take this! I really owe you one!
Lightning!
I'll tear you apart!
Pierce the
Burn in
evil!
hell!
Orphan the stop!
Lightning thrust!
Talon Hurricane!
Point flash!
Lightning
Shut up!
orb!
Inferno
Flame blazer! There you go!
Spear!
Don't let up!
Mirage!
Holy Land! Chain between heaven and earth!
Ready and ready!
Take this!
A wailing thunder!
Swallow dance! You're mine! Swallow blade! There!
Eat this!
Take the rage you got damage!
It's finished!
Escape!
Let's do it!
Enemy flare!
You're mine!
You see what happened there as you crossed? Shouldn't have done
Here I
that.
come! Slash! Swallow blade!
Swallow
Dragon
dance!
Swarm!
All fitted to here and now!
Sword
Eagle
Ray
Assault!
Alpha! Lightning thrust!
It's time! Ha! Watch me soar! Heavenly Crimson Blossom!
Flaming side! Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Shot!
Well done!
Ignite!
Talon Hurricane! All fitted to here and now!
Here I come!
There you go!
Swallow blade!
Feel like me again.
Stay away from my friends!
A new lease on life! All disasters made one!
Now I'm in trouble! Now you see what I can do!
Hey! Just what I needed!
Sword Ray Alpha! Dragon Swarm!
Inspiration!
out of this!
Now I can let loose.
Swallow blade! Dragon!
There you go. So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint.
Dragon!
No, that'd be silly.
This'll come in handy.
I'm just getting
I'm not done!
I'll smash you!
Lunar corruption.
Whirlwind down!
I'm not done!
Prepare to be seized
By the power of water.
Sword Rain Alpha!
away!
Gemini
Take
Alpha.
this!
Lightning Thrust! Force Blast!
Got it. Now's our chance. Sweet cow. Let's get you all tucked away.
Burn!
Gemini Alpha. Can't be girl.
Dragon Swarm!
Can't be lightning.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Will this help? Healing circle.
I really owe you. I'm sorry to be a bother.
Here comes
We've all got enough
We'll
of
just
it.
have to keep
Yes,
fighting.
ma'am.
Leave the enemy's arts to me.
You may be
No
strong,
complaints here.
but I'll never back down!
Do it. Astral energy. Full throttle. A flawless victory. Naturally. As impressive as always.
Here I hope that wasn't...
No, I mean you're even better than ever. I've never seen Zionne actually look better.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I never miss a purity.
Dragon Swarm!
Do it. Nail. Go for it.
Prepare to crumble!
Do it.
My turn!
First aid.
Dragon Swarm!
Showtime.
Swallow blade!
Hear my call.
No escape!
Confiscated. Laser spear. Here's evil. Here goes. Do it. Go for it.
Prepare to crumble!
Reinforcements incoming! Not a problem!
Dragon Swarm! Ignite! Take this! Swallow blade!
This one's mine.
Slash! Stand!
Here, let me help. They're all coming after me.
Now you see
I'm
what I
coming,
can do!
Manuel.
I'm not scared. Do it. Astral energy.
Say no more! My turn!
All shields. I never struggle.
You're mine!
Here and now.
Swallow
Winds of
blade!
heaven.
Dragon Swarm!
Don't mind if I do.
You're like to be less free! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
Not a chance! I'm not done!
Astral energy.
Sword! Slice!
Glacial
Soaring light spear!
Here's evil. Shield.
Stardust!
Freeze laser.
Turn in hell!
Here's a healing arc.
I've let you all down.
You'll
Do
pay
it.
for that!
Tourmaline.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis.
Not a chance!
Oh, violent guarding wind.
Castle!
Now through all.
Void Flash!
It's in the sky. It's mine.
Here I come!
No pace for that!
Dragon!
Here's a healing arc.
I could do this all
Dragon
day!
Swarm! Down, down!
Lunar
No
corruption.
further!
I'm really done my finest.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
You're mine!
Resuscitation.
Swallow blade! Lightning thrust!
Denied!
It's
New
on!
leaf on life.
Soaring light spear!
Violent guarding wind.
You're on!
Healing now.
Sludge!
I owe you one!
A chain between
Anything in armor is all
You picked the wrong fight!
Not my fight.
Lunar corruption.
Try harder!
Lunar
Not a
blast.
chance! My turn! Not a chance!
Shield.
Now!
Mega ray. This'll come in handy.
I'm not
Power
done!
of water.
Can't get out of this!
Lightning. Downfall. Lightning orb.
I'll bring you back from death's
Bananas.
abyss!
Let's go.
Soaring distance!
Illuminate
Time to
the
let it
power
rip.
of magic. I'll heal you all.
Armor won't save you!
Dragon Swarm!
A chain between
Swallow blade!
Lightning. A wailing
can't be
wind of
happening.
lightning. Divine
Let's put you out of your misery!
It's on!
A new lease on life!
Sword Rain Alpha! Thunder!
Here's the lightning condemned.
Castle!
Thunder blade.
Right! I'll burn it all!
with what my army do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc against others.
Now
Here, move! Watch it! Take this!
I can carve through
Dragon Swarm! Portal Blade!
Do it! Go!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Will this help? Healing circle! It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone!
That's gonna
Everyone
smart.
all right?
We won't surrender. We won't retreat. No. Yeah.
Whatever you do, just please stay safe.
How are we supposed to take on something so big?
I'll handle it.
Just watch and learn! That's enough! Go back down!
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
That thing scared the pants off me.
It felt like it had a different aura than other Zeugles, didn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't like the one that Almadria sicked on us either.
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go.
This firearm feels like a part of me now.
Have you ever thought of wielding 2 at once?
Would be double the firepower, and plenty of style to boot.
What use is style when it's life or death?
Hey, is that it over there?
I always loved the sound of
Alphen?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Three centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
The past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alphen.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave. We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegis? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegis.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Zionne and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegis and the Renan homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegis?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Zionne and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegis who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegis. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Zionne can finally get rid of her thorns. Zionne?
Huh? Yeah.
Where? Zionne? Where'd Zionne go? How could she just go off on her own? Zionne. Zionne! It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Rolron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Huh?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Zionne. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Zionne, don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis. when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renis Alma on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
But that's... too much. It's way too much.
when this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Zionne!
Elvin?
Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Elvin.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. Fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Zionne, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Zionne is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegus and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Zionne. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
You guys, you're all so stubborn. Thank you, everyone. For right now, in a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegus.